This is a huge place, the Mammoth Mine. Bunch of cable here on the ground. Here is some concrete reinforced with rails, scraps. That's interesting. Here's the main shaft. You can see right here, these levers, whatever the mechanism was, there's a lot of it left. Looks like a counterweight there, and that thing looks like a bell. I think that built-up beam that the handles are mounted on probably was up on the head frame, and they controlled ore chutes. And it is not protected, although it looks like it's caved in, but right now I'm pointing to this wooden construction. It sure took a lot of work to build it, lots of little parts. Looks pretty hefty. Over here, looks like where their equipment, their hoists and engines, generators, compressors were. Lots of buildings here. There were a lot of buildings here. There's another mine up on the hill. It's a very small one. Here's air piping for blowing air down for the workers, the miners. I'm going to say this is probably a water tank. Here's some more equipment bases and some big pipes. I think those pipes go into the mine. If you look carefully, you can see them coming out of the bank in the picture there, and then heading down the mine. Yeah, I wonder what this was. There's a structure here, and there's another one here that looks all oily. Some kind of a loading dock. And here is another big building. You can see right here they had a wood stove. There's the flange to go through the roof. Yep, storage area. And there we have some malachite, maybe? Yep. And here is a little storage place. Little tiny tunnel that doesn't go anywhere. So those are either shelves or it could be a bunk bed. And over here is another building. Over here, off by itself, is a large building. I'm wondering whether it's a bunkhouse. Pretty cool. Here's the view from up there. The old road going up the hill looked pretty good, and at this point I decided to attempt to ride up to those mines on the hillside. One thing I noticed was up this canyon over here, those are two of the mines that I came out here to do today, but I just couldn't figure out how to get to them. There was an old road up the canyons, but it's washed out so bad I couldn't get past. Here, this is as far as I'm going to ride up. One of the mines I wanted to see is down there. On the way back down, I stopped at one of the mines that's visible from below. Go take a look at it. We see copper here. Malachite. Somebody's cut a hole in it. Go on in. And here's a picture of the tailings pile for that little mine. Okay, now we're going to head on out of here. I was headed back down to the power line road, and I noticed an old road probably used 100, 150 years ago. And I decided to turn around and take it instead of the power line road. And as you'll see, it was a good choice. So what kind of people rode these roads in the 1800s? Maybe a guy with a wagon with a couple of mules and a bunch of supplies for various mines out in this area. I saw an old road that hasn't been used in a long time, leading up to what looked like mining activity. Wow, look at this. Not only is there mine here, which is probably more recent because it's got metal head frame, but there's also a whole bunch of mines up the canyon. I'm definitely coming back here real soon. Big tailing pile. Malachite. There's a lot to see here. This looks like a building foundation with a parking apron. Looks like we got a water tank here in the foreground. So this is interesting. Instead of a skip that they pull the material out directly, this is some kind of a lift. It's got rails at the bottom of it, so they apparently put ore cars on this and lifted the ore out in the ore car. This is a ladder well. And there you can see the cam brakes for the lift car. So this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.